Hello, first graders. So, now I want to show you how you're going to do your experiment step by step. Okay? But I'm not going to show you what will happen. You'd have to do it for yourself. So, first things first, I collected all the materials that I'm going to need. Everything is just right in front of me. I have my worksheet on investigating changes in matter. I need this, and I have read it all carefully, and I understand what I'm supposed to do. Then, as I'm reading it, I know that I need to get some objects from the house to investigate this experiment question. For these first two experiments that you can do, I was the one who gave the question. So these are questions that I want to ask. In the future, keep your questions in mind because you are going to have to do your own experiments and questions too. So, first, it said that I need 3 glass bottles or glasses with 1 cup of water inside. So here I have 1, 2, and 3. 3 glass bottles with 1 cup of water each. Then I have a small spoon for measuring, but I wanted to bring a longer stick. This is a stick or a chopstick that I can use for stirring. Then I need my object of choice. The first object that I chose, instead of salt, sugar, Milo powder, or juice powder, I chose to put some sugar. So I have sugar in this bowl. My second object of choice that I want to try is this block. This is one of Isla's mega blocks. I'm borrowing it from her. This is her toy. And the last object that I want to try, the last solid that I want to try is this tissue paper. Okay, I'm gonna cut it small so it's not so big to be put in the glass. I'll just tear a small part of it. You can choose your third object of your own. You don't have to copy my tissue paper. So any object that you come to your mind, any solids that you're interested in, you can use. Okay? So let's see. First step, ask the question. And the question that we want to answer for this experiment is, how do you think these materials will behave when mixed with water? What will happen to these materials? And I want to know by testing them and mixing them with water. But before you even start mixing, you have to do step 2. Make your observations. That means that you have to draw and label your objects carefully. Write the description, shape, texture, size, color, odor, and weight before you even move forward. So let me show you how I'm gonna try to do the experiment here. Okay, let me keep these glasses on the side. First is to write your name and the date today. So whatever date you're gonna do it, you write it here and you write your name. This is my name and the date. Okay, maybe April. If this is Monday, it's going to be April 27th or 27th of April. Okay, so I put the date. And now I need to draw and label my object. The first one, like I said, is for sugar. I have a bowl, and in my bowl, I have sugar pieces or sugar crystals. If you have the cube of sugar, that's also fine. Because I was looking at my own sugar from my house, and this is the only sugar that I have, the powder kind. So if you have the cube, it's all right. You can use the cube of sugar. Next, I want the block. This green block of Isla's toy. So this is a rectangular prism with a cylinder. So if it's a block, you just draw it like this. And a cylinder on top. Okay? I don't know how to draw the cylinder well. Maybe like that. And then last, I chose the tissue paper. Okay? A small piece of tissue paper. That's my third object. It's just a square. It's a flat object. Okay? So I've drawn it. Now it's time to describe it. Describe the sugar. Describe its shape, its texture, size. So you should write the shape here, texture, size, color, odor, and weight. When you finish with this first page, you can take a break. You don't have to finish everything in one sitting. As long as your materials are ready, I think you can keep doing it maybe tomorrow or the next day. But if you're going to go ahead, keep going and go to the next page. Okay? And the next page for step 3 is to make a hypothesis. That means you will think and you will guess. What do you think will happen if you mix these objects with water? Don't do it yet. All right? Is that a promise from grade 1? Don't do it yet without writing your guess. Draw your guess and write it down. Describe it. If you think nothing will happen, if you think it will melt, if it will turn black, white, green, I don't know. If it will change how it looks, write it down. Because the most important thing for scientists is to write their thinking down. So after you have written your hypothesis, now it's time to do your experiment. That means you will actually put the solids inside the liquid, and then you will see what will really happen. And that's what you will draw and write on the third part. Okay? This first part is for your hypothesis. This second part, or step 4, is for you to do the experiment and to show me exactly what will happen if you have mixed these solids with water. After you've done it, just to test, you will just put one by one, inside and stir with a spoon or a stirrer. This is for me. Inside. Okay, wait, my second glass. Inside. With a spoon or a stirrer. We will see. Describe everything that you see. And tell me what happened to your solids. Alright? After that, you are almost done, but not quite yet. Because the last page is one of the most important pages. You're supposed to draw your conclusions. Here, you will write what you learned about matter in this experiment. The first question is, what did you learn about solids after doing these experiments? Some solids will do this, some solids will do that, other solids will behave like this. Because those are the things that you have observed in your experiment. Next, what did you learn about liquids in this experiment? What can liquid do to other matter? Write it down here. And then, this is one of the most important one. What other ways can you think of to test how matter can change. What other experiment ideas do you have? Draw or write your plan here. And after that, you are done with your unit of inquiry task for the week. Okay? You can choose this experiment or the experiment about light or you can even do both of them because both of them will really help you. Okay? See you next time. Bye.